Hi, Bill Cullen here with another edition of Cullen's Adventures, this time dedicated to the subject of zoos, past and present. This capsule course in comparative menagerie history was prepared as a special service by this station and is furnished by Grolier Incorporated, the foremost children's encyclopedia for more than 50 years. This being the season when more mothers and more fathers are parading more children past more lion and more tiger and more Black Panther cages than at any other time of the year, this might be a good time for digging up a little zoo lore. As in, when in human history was man first struck with the notion of collecting wild animals and putting them on display? Well, I can't give you the exact year and date, but I can report that it was a good while back. History records that one of the ancient Chinese emperors had a collection of captive animals as long ago as the 12th century B.C. According to the Book of Knowledge, this pioneer zoological park was called the Intelligence Park, and as its name indicates, it was intended by its wise founder to instruct as well as amuse his subjects. The ancient Egyptians had collections of wild animals too, as did the eateries in both these countries had purposes other than instrument and amusement. The animals of the Egyptians were kept mainly for religious reasons. Those in Rome were assembled primarily for the bloody combats of the arena. With the downfall of the Roman Empire and the abolition of wild animal fights under the influence of the Christian Church, the steady stream of lions and tigers and hippopotamuses and giraffes and all ceased to flow into the large cities of Europe. Exotic animal collections became rare. Didn't become the fashion again until the Middle Ages, when many of the feudal princes were the amusement of their friends. One of the most famous of these was the zoo established by King Henry I of England, right in the shadow of the Tower of London. The number of wild animal collections increased greatly in the centuries that followed, and like those of the Middle Ages were for the enjoyment of the favored few. The idea of maintaining a zoo for the public at large is comparatively recent development. It wasn't until the year 1793 that a zoo of this sort was established, and in Paris. This was the famous menagerie of the Botanical Garden, which had been founded originally a century and a half before as a plant collection. Some 40 years after the opening of the menagerie in Paris, another public zoo was established at Regent's Park in London, and soon the zoo fever had spread to other cities as well. Amsterdam, Edinburgh, Antwerp, Berlin, each opened up public zoos, and the tide hasn't stopped rolling yet. Now, every civilized country in the world boasts its zoological collections, and almost every major city. Most people think of zoos first and foremost as places of amusement, and they are that without a doubt. But the zoo is more than a mere source of entertainment. It contributes a great deal to our stock breeding, agriculture, animal behavior, and things like that. It has decided educational value. And it makes real and vivid many studies which otherwise might seem merely theoretical and tame. Well, once again, our time ration is up, except for this reminder. I just have time to slip in this one quick invitation to parents. We've put together a booklet containing some more interesting and exciting facts and figures, which I'm sure you'll enjoy too. Why don't you let us hear from you? There's no charge for it. All we need is your name and address on a postcard. Mail it to Cullen's Adventures, Box 3, Central Station, New York City, and the booklet's yours. I'll be back again tomorrow with another of these Cullen's Adventure segments furnished by Grolier Incorporated, publishers of the Book of Knowledge. Until then, this is Bill Cullen saying thank you and goodbye for now.